Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 13 of What If Naruto returned different after his training trip. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also go ahead and check out the new episode of What If Naruto was trained to be a weapon that I posted on this channel and enjoyed that. And over on Anime King 2, I posted a new episode of Naruto Ancestor, so go ahead and enjoy it as well. And remember guys, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And stay in tune for What If Naruto rebuild the Uzumaki clan and enjoy that. And remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's begin this new episode, shall we? Start the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their
So, the last time we left off, Naruto faced off against Itachi, as Itachi was no match for Naruto, not even with his Susanoo, as he took Itachi's ring. Right now Naruto have all of the rings except for the one that Orochimaru possessed, as Naruto knocked out Sasuke and said that he made a promise, as he brought him back to Konoha. As on the way, he was stopped by Kakashi and a group of Konoha ninjas, and Naruto told them that if they get in his way, he's going to kill all of them and still bring Sasuke back to Konoha. Or he can just bring him back himself, as Kakashi allowed that as they hopped off with him. Arriving at Konoha, Naruto said that he fulfilled his promise as he tried to kill Sasuke, but Kakashi got in the way, but then he stopped as shock. Something shocked him inside his body. It seemed like he couldn't break a promise. And with that, he let them take him and he surrendered. But he want one thing, he want a public trial, and all of the civilians of Konoha, everyone must be there. And with that they took him in. After Tsunade and the others came to a conclusion that Naruto couldn't break a promise, as Sakura told them that she made Naruto make a promise some years ago to bring back Sasuke to the village. And after bringing back Sasuke, he tried to kill him, but they didn't understand why yet. But Naruto told Yamato that he will reveal everything during the trial. As Anko came in, as she wanted to kill Naruto for what he did to Kunai, as she asked him what did he do. Naruto then touched Anko in ways that she has never been touched before, as he told her that is what he did to Kunai. As he then told Anko that the people of this village hate her, and they treat her like she was an abomination just because of Orochimaru, and now that he's back, nothing has changed, as he told her to join him. And with that she ran out of the room, not knowing what her answer is yet, as Hinata then came in, as she was talking to Naruto, as he told her to come closer, as she was coming towards him, as he told her to come even closer. He then jumped up and slammed her head into the wall, knocking her out, as Neji then came in. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can check out the page and check it out for yourself. So let's begin this new episode, shall we? How exactly am I going to explain that, Naruto? Neji asked as he pointed at Hinata's unconscious body. Naruto shrugged, tell them she faint. She always faint around me. As Neji nodded, that might work. He then picked up Hinata's bridal style. Did she really faint? Neji asked. No, said Naruto. I thought so. One more question, Neji said. Go ahead. Why are you here? In this room? No, in Konoha. Naruto chuckled. One of the downfalls of becoming a demon. Come to the trial. I'll explain the full story. Wait, you will explain it to them as well? Naruto sighed. Yeah, I have no choice. I hope you know what you're doing, Neji said. Yeah, I do, he said. And with that, Neji was gone. Back at the Hokage's office. Gaara, said Tsunade. You have no idea how happy I am to see you. Gaara nodded. Hokage, I departed immediately after I received your letter. Is this true? Tsunade sighed. I am afraid it is, Gaara. Temari, who stood between her brothers, gasped as she covered her mouth with her hands. No, that's impossible. He couldn't have, she thought. He could and he did, accept it, said a voice from behind her, as they turned around to meet face to face with none other than Orochimaru. What the hell? Kankuro shouted. Stop it, Kankuro, said Gaara. He was mentioned in the letter. Well, have you found anything? Tsunade asked. Nothing, Orochimaru said as he, Jiraiya, Sasuke and Sakura entered the office. They are hiding pretty well, meaning it's not some Genins. What are you talking about? Gaara asked as he glared at Sasuke. We found out that Naruto wasn't working alone. He had and still have allies in our ranks. And we need to find out who they are. As Gaara nodded, this does not surprise me. Now tell me where he is. I think we should have a little chat. Tsunade shook her head. I'm afraid I can't do that, Gaara. And why is that? Asked Gaara. Instead of Tsunade, Jiraiya answered. Because Naruto surrendered himself only in the exchange of a public trial, and we delayed too much already. I see. I say we wait, said Orochimaru. What do you mean? Asked Sasuke. You think Naruto will just sit and wait? I have saw his power firsthand, and I am telling you, he can escape at any second. In fact, I wonder why he doesn't. Let's start then, said Gaara. Yes, Tsunade said, as she then turned to Sakura. Tell Ibiki to escort him, personally. Yes, Tsunade-sama, said Sakura as she ran off. Jiraiya sighed. Something tell me that this will not end well. Somewhere beneath Konoha. So, you have finally decided to join us completely, Neji said, looking at the other person in the room. Well, it's not like I deny his offer to begin with, the person said. I was just working undercover. We are all working undercover, Neji said. True, the person said, as he readjusted his glasses, but not with Orochimaru. Good point, I must admit, Neji said as he crossed his arms over his chest. What did he promise you, Kabuto? Neji asked. Kabuto smirked. I won't tell everything, but in short, my own laboratory, unlimited resources, permission to do my own research projects, and a team of scientists, and many more. What about you? Kabuto asked. Neji smirked. Nothing actually. He just told me the truth, all of it. But if you're wondering, what did he do for me? Neji said, as he undid his headband, showing that the birdcage seal was gone. As Neji pointed behind his back, that's your laboratory by the way. As Kabuto's eyes sparkled. Fantastic. Good. Now do what you have to do, Neji said, as he started to walk away. Wait a second, said Kabuto. Aren't we supposed to do something? About what? Our fearless leader, of course, said Kabuto. Neji laughed hard. Oh yeah, be sure to visit the trial. Back in the interrogation room. And I can't shake this feeling. Shut the hell up, said Yamato. What is it, Naruto said. You've been singing that song over and over again, and for some sick twisted reason, only I can hear you. Don't you like that song? You're annoying, said Yamato. That was the moment the door opened. Time to go, Uzumaki. My oh my, Marino Ibiki himself. Wanna play? Naruto asked. Ibiki, along with some envoy, walked into the room. If you want my opinion, I would rather torture you right here until you beg me for death. Naruto chuckled as he stood up from his chair, making everyone's eyes go wide. As he summoned Yamato, as a sick, twisted smile came on his face. Back in Konoha Central Square, what is the situation? Asked Navi. Everyone is ready, everything as well. The era is completely surrounded by our forces. He has no chance of escaping. Where is Ibiki? Sasuke asked. That's strange, Kakashi said. He should already be here. She was about to send someone after them, but the door was blown off its inches as Naruto stepped out. As he walked up without an escort, as he walked on the podium, as he looked up on the crowd, as everyone was yelling, Demon! Murder the demon! Traitor! As he looked at all of them with a smile on his face. Where is Ibiki, Naruto? Tsunade asked. Hell if I know, said Naruto, as Tsunade was about to snap, but Jiraiya placed a hand on her shoulder. Later, he whispered. Fine, said Tsunade. As Tsunade looked over at Hinata. You may begin. as she nodded. You will regret this, Naruto. No one refused me, she said, as she walked up on the podium as well. Uzumaki Naruto, you are charged for murdering fellow shinobis of Konoha and betraying your village. What do you say in your defense? You know guys, Naruto said as he looked down at his hand, but he had on no watch. In about half an hour, I got to leave. Everyone raised an eyebrow. Shut your mouth, Naruto said as he looked at Hinata. Don't you ever blame me for betraying this village, he said, as he then turned and faced Jiraiya. Or have you forgotten what I told you? This village never had my loyalty to begin with. As all of them looked surprised. Oh, don't give me that look. What's so surprising? You treat me like trash. And then you basically say shut up and be grateful? You really thought that I would let it slide? Oh, because he's Naruto, he's so goofy and nice. Of course, he will forgive us. Then why did you work for this village for so long? Tsunade asked. Oh please. How old do you think I am? Naruto asked. 15, said Sakura. Wrong, I'm 17, he said. What? That's not possible. You were born on the day of the Kyuubi attack, said Jiraiya. Wrong again. I was 2 years old when the Kyuubi was sealed inside of me. Now, let me tell you my story, said Naruto. You see, I woke up in the hospital, seeing that I was in a coma after the Kyuubi was sealed inside of me. And I found out that my dad was dead, and I was going to be an orphan. The next year went by pretty quickly, and then another year went by pretty quickly, and nothing really happened. That was until I met a friend, my first real friend. Her name was Misako. She was an orphan like me. He then looked down at the necklace. She was the one who gave me this. And back then, I didn't want any killing or anything like that. Actually, the both of us wanted to grow flowers and live in a happy, peaceful world with our family. But one day, all of that changed when a mob attacked me. And I thought they were coming for me, but not exactly. As we go into a flashback. You wanted to show me something, Misako? The 4-year-old Naruto asked. Yeah, look, she said, as her black eyes turned into red one, with some commas in them. Wow, that's so cool, Naruto said. You bet, she said with a smile. But what is it? Naruto asked. As Misako shrugged, I don't know. Only I can see more clearly with it, she said. Just as he said that, a group of people came up towards them. Please, not again, Naruto thought. Something wrong, Naruto? Asked Misako. Run, he said. What? Said Misako. Before they could run, get that traitor's daughter, said a voice. Naruto raised the eyebrow. She? Aren't they here for me? He thought. Well, well. Looks like she befriended the demon boy. Shall we send the demon after her? Send? Naruto thought. Send where? As one of the men quickly grabbed Naruto. As he raised his kunai and put it at Naruto's throat. Now, demon, do what you were made for. As the man slit Naruto's throat open, Naruto, Misako shouted, as the last thing Naruto saw was her eyes as he passed out. End of flashback. Naruto chuckled. Oh no, that wasn't the end, he said. That was just the beginning. Flashback. Naruto slowly regained consciousness. Where am I, he thought. Misako? Come here, boy, said a deep voice. What? He said, as he started to walk. Come closer, the voice said again, as Naruto opened his eyes fully, as he was now in front of a large gate. What is this? Naruto asked. Such a puny creature. Who said that? Naruto asked, as he then saw 2 red eyes appear. I did. Who are you? Naruto said, as he started to panic. Pathetic child. I am the great Kyuubi. Naruto's eyes went wide. What? I thought... You thought that I was killed by the 4th Hokage? Naruto nodded. Fool, I can't be killed. I am a greater demon. Your useless father just summoned the Shinigami to seal me inside of you. What? You're in me? Yes, and soon I will be free again. Well, I don't mind, said Naruto. Maybe you will mind when you know that my freedom means your death. What? My death? Naruto said. Yes, when you turn 22, the seal would fade, and I'll be free. The only thing that will stand in my way is your puny mind, and I will devour it and be free. As Naruto started to wake up, as he quickly opened his eyes, as he was in a puddle of his own blood. What? He thought, as he saw another body beside him. As he saw the hair, as he quickly rushed over. As he touched her arm, it was Misako. He couldn't talk because of his wounded throat that was slowly healing. Oh no, please say something, Misako. Please say something. As he quickly flipped her over, but she wasn't moving or breathing. Her eyes were wide open. As Naruto let out a devastated scream, as red chakra surrounded his body. Immediately, many ninjas surrounded him, along with the Hokage. That was the last thing Naruto saw. Get him to the hospital, he heard, as he then passed out, and get the restraints. As Naruto was regaining consciousness, they actually killed her, said a voice. But that is not what worries me. She was Naruto's friend. He even released some of the beast chakra. As that was the voice of Sarutobi, so it really is true. The Kyuubi is inside of me, Naruto thought. What do you want me to do? An unknown voice said. I want you to completely erase her from his memory, said Sarutobi. Naruto's eyes completely widened even more. They want to erase her from my life? Naruto then felt a jolt. Something just shocked him as he found himself back in the sewer. There you are, said a voice, as Naruto turned to see a blonde man appearing from the shadows. Come here, I won't hurt you. Sure you won't, Naruto said as he started to run in the opposite direction. Hey, come back here, the man shouted as he ran after Naruto. A few seconds later, Naruto found himself in front of the gates again. End of the line, demon, said the blonde man as he caught up with Naruto. As Naruto narrowed his eyes. I didn't need to run anymore, you fool, Naruto said. Stupid demon, Uchiha said to just erase that Uchiha from your memory. But I think I'll just mess with your mind. You took my beloved wife from me. Now it's time for you to pay, he said as he jumped at Naruto. As Naruto jumped out of the way, as the man was near to the cage, as a hand grabbed him and pulled him inside. Join your wife, said Naruto, as he heard the man screaming. As Kurama chuckled, I am starting to like you, boy, he said, as Naruto widened his eyes. Don't get any ideas. When the time comes, I will still devour you. Point taken, Naruto said. Back in the outside world, Naruto woke up as he heard the ninja screaming. Hello, old man. Something happened? Naruto asked, innocently. Yes, we had an accident. Yamanaka, Inobe, passed away. Oh my, Naruto said, trying to hide his smile. Now, let me ask you, do you know someone that named Misako? No, old man, I don't, Naruto said, as he clenched his fist. Good, good. What do you say we go and eat some ramen after the doctor check you? Yeah, ramen, of course, old man, Naruto said, as Sarutobi left the room. From this day forward, I will keep up this mask of smiling and being happy until I'm ready. Now I know the truth. You think you're so smart, demon? I will take your power for myself. And for what you did to Misako, she was one of those Uchihas, and they left her out like she was trash like me. Left her in the orphanage. So that's why I'll make sure every single Uchiha dies as well. And Demon Fox, I will take your power, Naruto said. End of the flashback. Wait, you wanted to kill all Uchihas? Sasuke shouted. But this made no sense. You had plenty of time to kill me. Yeah, I had, but they were still your brother, who would have gone into hiding as soon as you were dead. And I wanted him dead more than anyone else. Why? Sasuke asked. What did he ever do to you? The thing I hate the most. He betrayed me. What? Said Sasuke. Later about that. Now let's continue the story. When I was released from the hospital, I knew I had to find power quickly as possible. So I sneaked into the library, and the first thing I studied was Genjutsu. Bull crap, Kiba shouted. You didn't know how to perform Genjutsu. Naruto smirked. You remember that orange jumpsuit? What about it? Kiba said. Fool, Orochimaru yelled. That was a Genjutsu. What? But, as Kiba didn't know what to say. Yeah, I had it on me the entire time. I should actually thank you, Tsunade, for the idea. Tsunade's eyes widened. What? I didn't even know you back then. Yeah, but I did know you. One time I found something about the legendary, as Naruto chuckle, legendary, Sanins. And to tell you the truth, the first thing I read about you made me laugh for hours. The three of you gained the title of Sanin after losing to Hanzo. 3-on-1? You guys are really weak and worthless. But that's not the point. The point is that information was in the book about your skills, well, some of your skills. And you, Tsunade, who covered your appearance through Genjutsu. I knew immediately what I had to do. I taught myself a Genjutsu and walked every day through the Uchiha district. 1 year later, when no one noticed me, I knew it was time for action. And if you're wondering how was I able to maintain that, remember, I had the Kyuubi. And from that day, he started to lend me some of his chakra after finding me worthy. So, I found out that Konoha was in war with Kumo, but I had no idea how to contact them. But then I found out that Konoha has some prisoners from Kumo in the dungeon. So I just sneaked into it and released the prisoners and asked for an alliance. Of course they laughed at first, but then I said I will deliver anything the Raikage wants from Konoha. Could you guess what that was? Jiraiya narrowed his eyes. Kumo always wanted a Hyuga Hinata finish, with fear in her eyes. Exactly, Naruto said. Did you really think it that simple? Kumo Jonin could sneak into a mansion of Byakugan users? No, he couldn't. Fortunately, my Genjutsu could fool Byakugan as well as Sharingan. As he then turned to Hinata, "You're right, I was there, but not to save you." "No, it can't be," she said. "Yes," he shouted. "I was the one who wanted to sell you to Kumo." Hinata instantly burst into tears. "You failed though," said Orochimaru. "Well, I wasn't the one who failed. I completed my part. I kidnapped Hinata and brought her to the Shinobis, and they were the one who screwed everything up. And after the plan failed, I still needed Kumo's support. So I told them that the Hokage is a useless coward who will never risk war over one person. So just ask for Hayashi's head in rebellion." "You bastard!" Neji screamed from a distance away as Tenten was holding him. As Kabuto readjusts his glasses, I wonder if he's acting, or did he never knew that? "My father is dead because of you," said Neji. "Hey, don't blame me. I never knew that Hayashi had a brother. It was the old bastards of your clan who decided to switch Hayashi with your father, seeing that they're twins." "I'll kill you for this," Neji shouted. "And after doing everything right, I had their support, but I needed to wait, because the old bastard messed with my plans. He gave me a guardian, but most of them end up dying in suspicious ways. That was until I got Itachi Uchiha as my guardian. Itachi was very smart as he was the only one who saw the real truth. And I told him that he must join me, and I told him that I want to destroy the Uchiha clan and I would spare him. And he asked me my intention towards this village, and I told him that they were hostile. But in the end, he betrayed me. Guess why?" he said, looking at Sasuke. "Because of you. He didn't want to kill his little precious brother. Let me ask you, Sasuke, do you want to know the real truth behind the Uchiha massacre?" "Enough," said Koharu. "Kill the demon." Several envoys then appear. "Stand down," Tsunade commanded. "What?" said Koharu. "We have the authority to execute him, Tsunade," Homura stated. "Yes, and I can overrule," which I did, because I also wanted to hear this. "Yeah, me too," said Orochimaru. "You finished?" Naruto asked, as all of them were silent. Now, where did I left off? Oh yeah, Itachi went to Sarutobi and tell him everything. I was lucky, the old fool was a coward, as Jiraiya clenched his fist when he heard that. Let me tell you something about your sensei. Who called him the professor in the first place? Let me tell you who did that. It was himself. A genius, you thought. He was skilled at all 5 chakra natures, but he only had fire and earth techniques. You know why he wanted peace and never participated in any major battles? Because he was scared of dying. What are you talking about? Said Jiraiya. Well, to put it bluntly, your sensei was a goddamn coward. That is why he didn't seal the Kyuubi inside of me himself. But it was actually a good thing that he was a coward, because he didn't believe Itachi's words. But he did spend the next 2 years watching me on his crystal ball. I was able to detect it, but I wasn't able to get out of its sight. And after 2 years, I decided to fulfill my promise. Wait, Itachi was the one who massacred the clan, said Sasuke. Really? And what were his motives? Did you test him? Naruto asked. Well, let's talk about your father, Sasuke. I disguised myself as Madara. I paid him a visit and told him something about restoring the Uchiha greatness in the village, and then everything played out itself. He tried to take over Konoha. Sasuke's eyes widened. What? Oh please, like if you didn't know that, your father was a power-hungry, simple-minded fool like yourself. And now let me tell you, Koharu, Homura and Danzo, those three fools give Itachi the order to kill everyone. That is a part of the little revolution. But neither of them know that it was only 20% of the Uchihas. What? Said Danzo. Then who killed the rest? I will give you a hint, Naruto said, as he raised his arms. What the hell? Tsunade shouted. You could not destroy the Uchiha clan on your own. Oh, but I have the ultimate proof. As Naruto then coughed, as his voice changed. Foolish little brother, if you want to kill me, despise me, survive, run and cling to your little life. He then pulled his sunglasses down. And come find me when you gain these eyes. Sasuke took a few steps back. No, that can't be. As Naruto pulled back his glasses, your brother wasn't even there when you arrived. As Sasuke screamed, I'll kill you, he said. Great, you after the Hyuga, Naruto said. As Tsunade calmed down Sasuke as she spoke. So you're telling me that you're the one behind the Uchiha and the Hyuga incident? Pretty much, Naruto said. As he then looked up, is that enough? But there was silence. Finally, he said, should I also tell them about that? He asked. Enough of your nonsense, said Tsunade. Uzumaki Naruto, I have found you guilty and sentenced to death. Everyone cheered except for 3 women who gasped, but no one heard it. The Hokage snapped her fingers and a dozen Anfu appeared around Naruto. Any last words? She asked. Naruto held up his hand as Yamato appeared. The Anvus thrust forward. Judgment cut, he said, as all of the Anvus burst into sliced up pieces as he was now covered in blood. You really think that you guys could kill me? As Tsunade had a look of shock on her face. As Jiraiya narrowed his eyes to Orochimaru. Neji then jumped at Naruto to strike, but Naruto delivered a roundhouse kick, knocking Neji away. Take a chill pill, Naruto said, as Kabuto released a breath, as everyone started to run in fear. Root! Danzo yelled. No, Danzo, said Tsunade, don't waste your man. They will just lose their life. Better evacuate civilians. Danzo nodded very well. As Shikamaru then rushed towards Naruto with his trench knife. I will avenge Asuma. Oh really? Naruto said aside. You know, I actually regret killing him. If you think your excuses would work, No, I wasn't apologizing, said Naruto. I killed him because I had no time. I wish he was alive right now, so I could kill him more slowly and painfully, Naruto said, as he chuckled. As Shikamaru thrust forward, Naruto sidestepped his stab and slammed his fist into Shikamaru's gut, knocking the wind out of him, and backhanded him away, knocking him off the podium. Naruto! Hinata screamed as she looked at him with pure rage as her fist was clenched. Hinata, Kiba said, as he never saw Hinata so angry before. As Naruto was surprised. Where is Naruto-kun? You only call me Naruto. I admire you. I looked up to you. I loved you, she said. But now, what you're doing is wrong. You're going to destroy everything in your revenge. But I can't allow you to do that, she said, as she went into a fighting stance. As Naruto raised his hand, die, he said, as a wave of blue flames fired out of his hand, as he was about to hit Hinata, but it was stopped by a wall of sand. What the? Gaara, you're here as well? Indeed I am, Gaara said. Leave this to me, said Gaara as he turned to Hinata, as she nodded, as Gaara walked up. Pretty confident, are we? Said Naruto. Before we fight or do anything, tell me, Uzumaki Naruto, What you told me back then, was it a lie as well? Oh yeah, some little words and you turn from a killing psychopathic demon to a family guy. Huh, you're really stupid and easy to influence. So yeah, Gara, it was all a lie. Gara clenched his fist as sand started to swirl around him. Don't, said a voice. As Gara turned to see Snaddy, don't attack him head on. You would just end up like Neji. But Snaddy, look at his face, Gara. What do you see? Oh wait, said Naruto. I'll give you one better, said Naruto as he took off his sunglasses. As he opened his eyes. What do you see? As they saw fire burning in his black eyes. Exactly, I can kill you all at any moment. Or, you can just hand over the ring and the Uchiha's head, and I'll be on my way. Snaddy smirked. Do you take me for a fool, Naruto? She asked. Do you want the honest answer? He asked. As the smirk faded, we have 4,000 ninja at our command. You cannot escape, she said. Escape? Why would I do that? I am only here for the ring and the head of the Uchiha. You think you can just take my head like that? Sasuke said. Oh, well. Oh yeah, I have something to tell you, Sasuke. As a smirk came on Naruto's face. You know that your mother was on my side as well? What? Mother would never be on my side? Well, she was. She also believed that the Uchiha clan deserved a purge. She hated your father. The only reason why she married him. Because it was a political marriage. And did you know that your mother was stronger than you thought? Yeah, she was actually a good fighter and really powerful. And she wanted to kill her family herself. She hated you, Sasuke, because you were so arrogant like your father, Fukaku. And she wanted to take that for herself. And by the way, did you know that your mother was my first sexual experience? Yeah, that's right. I screw your mom, Naruto said, as Sasuke couldn't take it anymore, as he rushed towards Naruto as he drew a sword. Don't, said Jiraiya. He's just messing with your head. Let me go, I'll kill him, Jiraiya said. And that's the second thing I'll never forgive your brother for. What? Sasuke said. For killing your mom. As Naruto looked down. I didn't even get to say goodbye. That bastard, Naruto said, as he clenched his fist. Naruto, said a voice, as Naruto looked up as he saw Iruka. How could you? Oh, Bikarai, Naruto said, as a beam flew from his fingers and burst right through Iruka's head, as Iruka's lifeless body dropped on the ground. Naruto, how could you? Iruka viewed you as a brother. Shut your mouth, Naruto said. This piece of trash is responsible for ruining one of my plans. As Kakashi's eyes widened, the forbidden scroll. Yeah, you guessed it. I knew something didn't match, said Kakashi. Ibiki told me that the guards were attacked by Genjutsu, and neither Mizuki or Naruto obtained Genjutsu back then. So it was you. You were the one who was trying to steal the scroll. Oh, bravo, Naruto said. All praise to Ibiki. Well, for his remains anyway. And I couldn't kill Iruka because the old fool was monitoring him with the crystal ball. But when Iruka got there, Mizuki was already dead. So I told him that he got killed by one of the guards that I killed and put their bodies together, saying that they fought each other. And that is the story, said Naruto. But in the end, all of you were a part of my plan. My great plan to get what I deserve. Now, it's time we begin the real show, shall we? But guys, I'm ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn that bell notifications they posted. Remember to share to all of your friends in social media platform. And stay in tune for what is Naruto rebuild the Uzumaki clan. But for now, I'm out. Peace.